And I think you hit it right there on the head, right? As to it's always tunnel vision with us. You know what I mean? Like because um I think we have to look at it and say, hey, are we just gonna fold just because of what's going on around us, or we gonna
Mhm.
continue to press on and do what we gotta do? And I think that's the message really as a community that we need to figure it out. That's why I think, having these conversations and kind of doing trial and error, right, is really talking to different people because everybody's situation is different. So when I look at it, it's like, okay, that's why we got everything on the table. It's like, okay, let's find out what's going on in school. Is it going to make sense for them to go to school? Okay, let's look at homeschool. Okay, well, I got a buddy
Right.
who sent me some information about a tutor that comes to his house. He does it for his son. And his son comes to school. He's like 8, you know, probably going on closer to 9 this year. And,
Mhm.
he can read, write, all those things. And that's the route that they're going. So it's like, okay, that
Yes.
looks like a good route. And then you got the private school, and it's like, it's expensive, right? It's not cost effective for everybody. So
Yes.
there are people out here that are literally doing the same things that we're doing, sitting here talking about this, and it's like they're trying to figure out what's going to work best. Do they have the resources available to them to be able to trial and error and cancel out which option is going to be best? And I think that's something that personally, I'm thankful, for having people like you, people like Mario that I get to talk to, on a daily basis to really, you know, decipher and make the best decision while all this other stuff is going on with the education system. It's like, okay, in the
Yes.
meantime, yeah, I see what you're saying. That could get us to the point to where, Sir William's going to be successful in the educational space if we go this route versus putting him into a school. And this has always been a dream of mine is like, I want my kids to be in the same school.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I got 2 kids, so why would I not want them to be in school together? They're literally a year and a half apart, but everything that you want, you can't always get. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Yes.
that's the part mentally that I have to really kind of understand and say, hey, okay, it may not work the way that you want it. So we got to pivot. We got to do what's best for Sir William. We got to do what's best for Maysbury. What that looks like is a roadmap to success. So I think these conversations are definitely needed, because
Mhm.
you really got to go back and forth. It's kind of like a debate, right? As to, hey, does this make sense? You're going through the same thing I'm going through. What it is that you're doing? Okay, yeah, come together and figure it out. And I think that's the conversation piece where this is a really a torch to really light that and say, hey, as an autism community, how do we come together and have these conversations, right? How do we do these things amongst each other, whether it be through comments, whether it be through, DMs, like, we don't have to know each other. Like, I don't, I think
Yeah.
that's the beauty of community.
No, definitely.